I'd like to start this video off by saying rest in peace to Kerry Green. He was a longtime season ticket holder for the Denver Broncos. He's famously known as the MileHigh Monster, and he has unfortunately passed away. Condolences and prayers to his family and friends. So having said that, I'd like to get to the topic at hand, which is this video, and it's a new segment that I'm bringing and implementing to the channel called Gambling with DA. Demonic Angel for those that are uninitiated. But what we're doing here in this particular video and those moving forward, we will analyze certain matchups throughout the week, throughout the NFL season. We will simulate them in a Madden format and also use FanDuel. This is not sponsored by FanDuel in any way, shape, or form. They don't even know I exist other than taking my money every week, every day, almost. But we'll use FanDuel for the lines, and I look at the injury report to try to have the most accurate representation of the game that's coming up, because if someone's not playing, like Travis Kelce is hurt, but he's questionable to play, more than likely he will play. Then again, maybe he won't, and then this will make this unrealistic. But I mean, it's unrealistic in the beginning anyway. It's a video game. This is only for entertainment purposes, so please do not risk your hard-earned money on what the outcome of this video is. That is not a smart way to gamble or bet, or however you want to word it. Don't do that. This is for entertainment. I'm personally going to put my bets throughout the video that I'm actually going to be following myself, but you don't have to do what I'm doing. This is just, like I said, strictly for entertainment purposes. So let's dive into the matchup. We got the Denver Broncos getting 10.5 points from the Kansas City Chiefs. Me personally, I'm taking the 10.5 points. I know it's not the popular pick, and that's part of the reason why I'm taking it, because I don't like doing what everyone else does, especially in the gambling world. If 80% of the bets are on one particular side, I'm definitely going to the other side. That's just the way I'm wired. I can't follow trends, clothing trends I'm referring to, that everyone wears, whatever. We're focusing on the gambling here. So I'm taking the 10.5 points. Why, you may be asking? One, Madden said so. And the whole purpose of this video is to go by whatever happens in this game and take that bet. Now, early on, the Broncos actually took the lead. They were up, I believe, 21-10 maybe was the score. And then the Chiefs walked them down. You know, you're not sitting here watching the whole game, but I actually watched it because I had to edit everything and see what was going on. But yeah, the Broncos was actually looking good. I let Greg Dulcich play. He's back after a hamstring. He practiced. He was questionable to practice Tuesday. He practiced fully yesterday, which was Wednesday. So he should be able to go. He's coming back from a hamstring. And I placed him in the lineup. I had to go because they had like some hurt people that weren't playing, such as himself. And then they had some people starting that are not going to play. That's currently ruled out. And those in particular are like, let's see, who we got here. When I was looking at the injury report yesterday, Frank Clark is out, DJ Jones is out, and Baron Brown is out. So I took all of them out of the game. Excuse me. All out of the depth chart so that they wouldn't make appearances in the game, so I could kind of simulate it as realistically as possible, at least in terms of the roster. I don't want people who are on injured reserve playing the game. That's not really going to have an impact. But the game ended up being, what was it, like 27-21? Russell Smith, I was about to say Russell Smith. Russell Wilson fumbled the bag twice in the fourth quarter. Like, they had the lead, and Patrick Mahomes just went into Patrick Mahomes mode. Like, yo, I'm not about to lose to these dudes. Russell Wilson ended up throwing the ball away on third down. Like 3rd and 14. Like, bro, are you kidding me? Like, there's no way in hell. Either throw the ball. Like, don't throw it out of bounds. This is your last possession of the game, and you throwing a down away, just throwing the ball away. But it's the computer. But, you know, be honest with you, I look at Russ probably doing that in real life anyway. But what's been the theme with the Broncos this season is the scripted portion of the offense early on in the game is phenomenal. It works. It generates points. It's later on when they have to freelance and make adjustments to the adjustments that the other team makes where they get into trouble and they can't find any success with their offense. I'm not certain. Is that all on Sean Payton or whoever the defensive coordinator is, which I really don't know at this point. But something's got to give. They got to change something. They got way too much talent On defense, especially, they got a good offensive line, decent. I mean, they right tackle could use some help in the passing game, but in the run game, he's decent. I know this because he used to play for my team, which is the San Francisco 49ers. We'll get into them in another video. They have a serviceable running game with Javonte Williams, who had an ACL, I believe, last year. But he's coming back. He's played this year, but he hasn't been that effective. But like I said, he's serviceable. They got decent wide receivers. Jerry Jeudy just haven't lived up to the Alabama hype since he's been drafted. Cortland Sutton, I don't know what's up with that guy. And their tight ends is okay. They got Alfred O. I think they had Albert O. I don't know if he's still on the team. I haven't heard his name this year. But they got Greg Dulcich, who's definitely good. And they got Manhurts, who's like a 30-year-old veteran. Offensively. Then defensively, they got some pieces, and it's like, how are they underperforming? And part of the reason why I'm taking the 10.5 bet, the plus 10.5 bet the Broncos are getting, is because even though I named 3 people that are out on defense, their defense been so bad this year, it don't matter if you had cardboard cutouts out there. They'll probably do better than those 3 that's out. So it really won't make a difference. It's not like they were stopping anybody anyway. So just putting somebody, and I think that might be a positive thing. It may sound weird, but when stars go down, yes, it's a next man up mentality in the league, and clearly the people on the bench are not nearly as talented as the ones that are actually playing on a daily or weekly basis. But in some instances, maybe in this one, I'm not sure, I'm not no psychic, but I believe that the people, when they get their opportunity to come off the bench, they get a chance to shine, whether it be for that particular team or they're putting good footage on the field so that any other team that wants to get them, say they become a free agent the following year, say, hey, when you got your chance to come in, you balled out. And I think that could be an inspiring effort. On top of the fact, the Broncos are currently 1-4. And the Chiefs are 4-1. Complete opposite. I believe in balance. Now, there's no way that the game can get, the records can get balanced from this one game. But the Chiefs have, who are they playing next? They're playing the Chargers next. And I'm pretty sure that's a more pressing game for their attention as opposed to the 1-4 Denver Broncos. Especially, well, even though they won't know this until, because they play before the Chargers and the Cowboys play on Sunday night, or Sunday whenever, or Monday, whatever they play. But the Chargers play the Cowboys. But they won't know, what's the outcome of that game. But I'm pretty sure they're not worried about the Denver Broncos and may just let them hang around to cover the 10.5 with a backdoor spread, backdoor cover. You know what I'm saying? So, that's pretty much my logic. I know it's one-sided. I didn't give the other side of the equation. As a matter of fact, let's do that now. I got another 5 minutes. So the Chiefs, we have them coming into the matchup, as I stated earlier, 4-1. Looking pretty good, having some decent wins. I mean, they lost opening week to the Detroit Lions when they revealed the batter, but they lost by 1. They struggled against the Jacksonville Jaguars week 2, 17-9. They totally dismantled the Bears, which they should. And in common opponents, the Broncos barely beat the Bears, only by 3. I believe the score was 31-28, somewhere along those lines. Then the Chiefs in week 4, they struggle against the Jets, and absolutely conspiracy theorists around it that believe that the refs were in on that game. That's not for me to comment on, because I really don't care. I don't think I had any money on that game anyway. But they struggled to beat the Jets, and then they just struggled to beat the Vikings with Justin Jefferson getting hurt. I'm not so sold on this Chiefs team like everyone else is. Yes, and on top of that, Travis Kelce is hurt. He rolled his ankle. He's been heavily taped and limited in practice all week. And he's playing on a short week in bad weather. It's supposed to be raining and lightning. I'm actually just going to jump out the window and just put money on the money line because it's plus 440 right now. I know that the Broncos aren't better than the Chiefs. I know that the Broncos don't have better players. So at some positions they do. They definitely don't have the coaching advantage over the Chiefs. But it's the NFL. It's narrative driven. It's not skill driven. If that was the case, all the ass teams would lose every week. All the good teams would win every week. That's just not the case. You had the Bears last Thursday against the Commanders, Thursday Night Football. I believe the Bears were 5.5 point underdogs, and they beat the brakes off of the Commanders. I don't anticipate in any world where the Denver Broncos are going to beat the brakes off the Chiefs. But I do see them potentially losing. Definitely not winning by more than 11 points that they're going to need to cover this spread. So my bet is Broncos plus 10.5. I'm also going to take a little bit of money on the under, which is currently sitting at 46.5. If you parlay those two together, you get plus 224, if I'm not mistaken. 222, so it dropped a little bit. But yeah, that is my advice for the game. This is the new format I'm trying. I have not personally seen anyone implement gambling and Madden at the same time. Not saying it's never been done, but I've never actually ran across it. And I hope that I can continue doing this. I hope that this is successful. I would like to improve upon it in the future once I get some better equipment, so I can implement and do some different things to it, kind of spice it up a little bit. But for now, you know, it's the first of any. You know, we work off feedback. My own is more important to me than I think anything, because I'm very critical and hard on myself. But I also take criticism from others. You know, if you have a suggestion, or you know, you see something that I should change or possibly do better, or take something out, maybe make the videos shorter, maybe talk about different aspects of the game, you let me know. You know, I'm trying to grow a community here. I want to do a whole bunch of stuff with football in general. That is my main passion. I love football. I love Madden. I don't even play other games anymore. It's just all this. So just briefly, because I'm not going to record every gameplay, but this is something that I intend to do on a more frequent level. Let's just go over the Sunday slate real quick, you know, for the rest of the week. Well, we still got a little bit more time in the video. So we got the 49ers -7 over the Browns. I can't bet against my team again. I bet against them week 1. I thought that was a bad spot for us, and we pulled it out. So I'm not doing that again. Got the Patriots and the Raiders. Raiders favorite by 3. I'm not touching that game. Baltimore and Titans. Normally you take Mike Vrabel in a underdog spot, but the Ravens been in London since what, Tuesday? Monday or something? Yeah, they got acclimated to the time a long time ago, so I'm staying away from that one as well. But if anything, I would probably take the Ravens. Commanders and Falcons. I'm not taking the Falcons favorite over more than a point, and they're 2.5-point favorites, so we're definitely not doing that. But running out of time, we got Saints, Houston. I'm going Saints. Panthers, Dolphins. I am not touching that. Seahawks, Bengals. Going Seahawks. Colts, Jags. Going Colts. Vikings, Bears. Going Vikings. And Lions, Bucks. Oh, damn, there's still a few more. Whatever. Hope y'all enjoyed the video, man. I'll catch y'all next time.